Yo, what's up? It's Goldie Wonder Screw It, and y'all have been waiting. Y'all have been waiting for a long time. Those fans of my channel who were with me back in the day when I first started my Sketchbook series. That's what we're fucking doing today. But I was in the process of moving every drawing I've made so far from this 3-wing folder I have. It's like has 3 panels. I was moving it into a binder. And also, just quick word of warning, half of this is from a script I'm working on called The Guy, about the guy. It's a prosthetic hero called The Guy, his hometown gets invaded by the Hacksaw Army, led by Deathsaw Geyser, the big bad of the story. So, most of my drawings for this My Sketchbook 3, my triumphant return to this series, they're gonna be guy related. And, and yeah. So I'm just telling y'all to prepare for that. So moved all my drawings into a binder. Here's a poster I worked on for a different movie in the series. This is called Me, Myself, and Guy. I'm gonna deal with alternate dimensions in this one. It's more of a I don't know how to describe it. It's just a poster I worked on for a possible movie for this. I guess I'm really hoping this could turn to a franchise. Maybe, probably not. And now we're going to start with a classic drawing. This was one I had made way back in 7th grade. Dee, which is going to be a part of a different series that I was going to work on with a friend before I had moved. And now I cannot work with them anymore. But I'm still in contact with them. You can tell this is from way back in 7th grade because it's barely fitting the fucking plastic sleeve. Yeah, this is Dee, and I had decided I had gone years without utilizing this character in anything at all, really. And so I had decided to write this character into the guy. So I've kind of reworked the character to go into the guy, and now, originally a psychopath, edgy character is now like a woman with issues, and so. I'm sorry for you guys. The majority of my drawings in this binder, 21 or 22 to be exact, just drew a new one right there. 22 of my drawings are just redraws of this character. So, I probably have a problem. Like, geez, I need to stop drawing this character. But I don't want to. Alright, so yeah, that's a 7th grade drawing. This is a one made by a friend. I totally forgot their name. Their name is slipping me right now. But yeah, it's some pretty good art. And this, I redrew the original 7th grade drawing fairly recently, a couple of months ago. And so yeah, this is how it turned out. I can see how my art has at least gotten as better as it can be. So yeah. This is the version that's gonna appear in the guy. She has a bun going. Pretty different clothes, I guess. It's called Guyver's Future. This is one where, since I have a scene in the guy where she just takes off the jacket because it like gets hot in like a jungle they're in, and so I'm like, now I have to draw that. So yeah, I did, but you see, the problem was that I thought the skin tone markers would be good to utilize, but now she looks very tanned. And I eventually did get just the one singular skin tone color pencil for it, but there's also, this comes with its own set of problems. One, they fucking charged me $3 for that at Hobby Lobby. Fuck you, Hobby Lobby. I thought you were different from Michael's, but Michael's fucks me up the ass. You guys fuck me slightly less hard. So yeah. Long hair DD, and what I'm considering is using the original concept I had from 7th grade and have the Guyverse version and that version be 2 separate like characters, alternate dimension, or original timeline thing, like maybe some bullshit like that, maybe. Yeah, fast food employee, teenager. The extreme version. I was gonna do an extreme series where it's just very edgy, and I just listened to the entirety of Yeezus, I guess. Alright, Dee Dee in a skirt and some weird boots. This one's based off of the cover of Graduation. I actually have Graduation over there, actually. You're probably wondering, hey, Isaac, why do you have baking soda in there? Okay, Goldie, why do you have baking soda right there? I just accidentally divulged my real name. No, actually, two truths, one lie. I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's based off of the cover of Graduation. I did my best to emulate what the bear was wearing. I actually have a poster of it up there, too, that came with the album. Alright, and me addressing the problem myself by drawing Dee Dee saying, to stop drawing her. But of course I never did. Extreme Dee Dee 2.0, where a friend has suggested, hey, maybe just shave the entire head in general. So I'm like, yeah, I mean, fuck it, yeah, sure. So that's eventually what I did. This one I'm really proud of. Everything really turned out good. I don't really see anything bad, really. It's pretty nice, I gotta admit. It's pretty good. A recent one that I did, based off of the, song "Runaway" by the same name from Kanye. As you can see, I am a Kanye fan. So far, I only own Late Registration, Graduation, and College Dropout. I am going to try to look for the rest of them, try to get all the albums, I guess, but I haven't even listened to all of them. I finished all of those 3 albums over there. And I just finished My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy and Watch the Throne and Yeezus, so I want to get those. So yeah, Dee Dee with 2 buns, who I'm not gonna say anything. Yeah, it's just pretty good. That one turned out good too. Pigtail Dee Dee, which I regret drawing, just at all. It's a bit of a more simpler throwaway. The basic concept I was going was like, she's wearing like a white overcoat with shoulder pads and a dress, I guess. Cause I was, it's pretty good. I went for a more dynamic pose here, but I kind of messed up in that regard, so please ignore this. And this is gonna take some explaining, but and I'm gonna is universe. The UC stands for Universal Challenger. He's the villain of not the first movie of the guy, but a future one that I'm gonna reveal after the sequel, the sequel series. I'm gonna make it into a series, but yeah, we're gonna get to the original drawing I did because the Universe Challenge was more of a title and not a defined guy. So yeah, so I feel like I did better on this suit, and when I go to the original drawing, you're gonna see what I mean. All right, so I regret doing that too. Another from way back in 7th grade. As you could tell, because this is fucking like in shreds. So yeah, the Dee Dee was originally going to be a part of a comic series called Dee Dee's Dungeon that I was going to work on with a friend. The friend drew that. He didn't know how to spell issue. I didn't even either. So yeah, that was gonna be original concept. Dee Dee in a straight jacket, which I messed up on. This is back when I drew hair with individual strands, which, God, do I appreciate that I've stopped doing that. And Ross, Dee Dee's boyfriend in the guy verse who dies. Just gonna tell y'all that. Yeah. A general or a friend's character that is gonna be like a bad guy general in the guy. She makes an appearance. Ace Card is the name. Harold Room, car salesman that joins the guy in his mission, and him and Dita are gonna have a thing. I'm gonna plan on writing that in. This was gonna be a continuation of the FG series of drawings, but I really never finished lining it. I got really lazy. Yeah, this is supposed to be an extreme Harold Room, but I feel like I went overboard with this. This doesn't look. You're probably wondering, yeah, it really looks pretty extreme, but I mean, this looks like more post-apocalyptic, surviving the fucking apocalypse. Shannon, which is gonna be the ex-wife of Harold Vroom. It says my whore ex-wife. Yeah, but yeah. The future daughter of Harold Vroom and Dee Dee, Veronica Vroom. This is my original design, but a friend has suggested, like, maybe she goes against her parents and gets a 50s aesthetic, so I redrew it with the 50s aesthetic. And this is the main character of the guy. This is the guy. His name's Gerald. He's literally a blank stick figure. I get it. No, I'm bad at I design other characters, and then this is the main character. But this is how I want him to look. Him sipping a martini on the beach. This is a reference to the booklet in the College Dropout, where it's like Kanye West leaks likely to succeed. Yeah, that's one. The parody of that one meme that says Little Caesars is so good when you don't got a bitch in here telling you it's nasty, and that says Cheese. That's the fast food branch in the guy. Him doing a stretch because I'm trying to do more poses and not just them standing. Because as you've noticed in the past drawings, they're just standing and not only their arms have movement. So yeah. This is like a Friends character that I drew Gerald in their outfit. And yeah, they're supposed to have ears and a wig, but fuck that. This is a cursed thing, which is supposed to be a realistic Gerald for like, and I based it off Payday, because, Payday's kind of cool. Yeah. And the first ever drawing I did of Harold, like, Gerald. Yeah, this is the first one I did. This is my first attempt at a pose too, and that actually turned out better than what I would do later. Hot Dog Man, also a part of the Guy Posse. There's a running joke that he really does nothing. What else? Vigilante, he's gonna appear in the Guy Universal Challenger and the main villain of the first movie, Deathslaw Geyser. Yeah, you're probably wondering, yeah, he's very overly edgy, and yeah, that's the joke, that he's overly edgy. And he's focused on being more menacing than cool. And these are the generals, some villain generals I drew for the guy, except Koi Pond. I'm not gonna spoil anything actually. Koi Pond, yeah, there's Koi Pond. All the generals have their names as their shticks. Like Koi Pond's a fish in a robot body. He's Koi Pond. And General Sugar Spice, Cotton Candy guy. General Crotchet, he's an old man. Yeah, look, the original Universal Challenger drawing. Yeah, I feel like I did better designing DDs than, this guy's, so. This drawing I did that I was gonna plan on putting myself in the guy. As you can see, I have a very positive self-image of myself. And now we're gonna get into things that aren't related to the guy. Drawing of Krillin from the Frieza Saga, drawing of Krillin in general, the Collector from Mortal Kombat, Vegeta, some doodles of the guy, or, yeah, then, you're right, like, I know I said that, like, oh, this is where the guy part ends, but I guess not. But yeah, concept for the ship they're gonna be in, concept for an alien language. Alright, that's based off of a line in the guy. I'll probably put a link to the guy in the description so you guys can read it to get everything. The dead character in the guy, Gerald, Ross, the guy in Redacted, I'm not gonna tell you. And I drew these album covers, like, based off of Kanye album covers. Well, I mean, you're like, oh, which one is this one supposed to be? And I'm like, I based it off the thumbnail for Mama's Boyfriend on YouTube, the Kanye West song, so drew kid versions of all the characters, well, most of them. Is the Gerald, Harold. Alright, and at the bottom there's the Yeezus covers, and at the top there's Ye and Life of Pablo. But Doodle page just full of a bunch of bullshit. Cheesy's logos over the years, and so my friend said, like, oh, what about in like a million years in the future the Cheesy's logo is just gonna be a yellow triangle? And I was like, yeah, sure. Poster for the guy too, when I first planned it to be a movie, but now it's gonna be a series. It's gonna be a series because I'm like, maybe I'll make the series. And now Ben 10 drawings. Alright, cool. So yeah, an upgraded Omnitrix, because yeah, concept series. Upgraded Ditto. An original alien called Trash Gag. I didn't come up with that name. I asked Reddit, like, oh, here's his powers, here's his planet, like, what should be called? And then someone said Trash Gag, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds cool. Another original alien that I named, actually, Dance Off, and he's pretty cool. Harmony Blade, Release a Bass Wave, create a disco ball that forced people to dance when exposed to it. And one thing I forgot to write in here is that he could place down these arrows and like force people to move in that direction, and they get slammed into walls and shit. Incomplete drawing of a Ben that I never finished. Ben is a federal agent. Oh, this is also one from way back when. Dogu. You could tell I used references for this one. So yeah, like I feel like this turned out good. This was my masterpiece, my magnum opus. Formerly, the position has obviously been taken. Xylo Ren. Now this was as you could tell, this is a really funny joke because it's Kylo Ren, but he plays xylophone. I'm sorry you had to witness this. And the logo for my podcast, which you guys should totally go listen to. Go listen to the Primordial Soup podcast. We just uploaded the 4th of July special, and yeah. And the concept for the season 3 of the podcast. We're on the season 2 right now, and the new podcast logo was drawn by friend of mine who made the other character, the Ace card. That character, yeah. And in the back, some more posters, like for the guy 1 and the guy Universal Challenger. Oh, and I put my birthday as all of the dates that the movies come out. So yeah. And as for the last drawing, I'll be showing for my Sketchbook 3 this nudie that I drew, and I kind of just like went along with it. Decided to do another attempt at long hair. Oh shit. Oh, hold on, guys. I gotta color that in so the hair is in the background. Yeah, well, I guess that wraps everything up. I'll be doing an unboxing of something else. Got a package coming tomorrow. Oh, fuck, I have school tomorrow, actually. Motherfucker. But you're probably saying, oh, but it's summer. But it's summer. Yeah, summer school exists, asshole. Yeah, and I failed distance learning because fuck distance learning. That shit fucking sucked ass. Well, thank you. Good night, gentlemen. The long anticipated the third part of my sketchbook. I hope the audio wasn't shit this time. And the other ones, I was so muffled, I was like, yeah, I was like that. So, yeah. And maybe expect more content from me soon. Alright, goodbye, y'all.